Morning, everyone. Hello. Welcome to a Saturday in Norfolk, Nebraska. You can join me for a fun Facebook Live today. We're going to be designing some porch pots, looking at some new porch pots, and giving you all the tips and tricks for decorating your outdoors. So grab your cup of coffee, hang out with me for the next hour, and we're going to have some fun ideas percolating and circulating. We're going to get your ideas flowing this morning. Jump on and say hello. Good morning. Good morning. I am going to see who's going to hang out with me today. So happy to have you all. I'm going to make sure that you get your links, even though they're just going to be minimal. We've got me and only me today working on the live. It is a holiday weekend and everybody's busy. I hope you're having a good time and have some fun things planned. I think I'm going to be happy to just stay home for a couple of days in a row. That is unusual for me. I don't get a lot of home time, so I'm going to take that as well, as long as I can get it. If you are doing something fun today, hey, jump on and tell me what you're doing. What are you doing for the weekend? I have um, I have a plan today to work at the store. We've got a farmer's market down the street. We've got events going on in town, and it's been really busy here. Lots of good traffic. It's kind of a cloudy morning. Might drizzle a little bit. Rain is expected, so it could be a good shopping day or a good live watching day. Hey, everybody. Good morning, and thanks for joining me. Let's see if I can see the comments closer up over here on my laptop. Today we're going to be doing porch pots, so I'm going to drop a link for those. Good morning, Brenda. Hey, Carol. Cheryl's joining me from St. Louis. If you're having a hard time hearing me, I am plugged in. Anybody else having a hard time hearing? I was double checking that this morning, so I am, as far as I can tell, plugged in. I can talk louder if that helps. Hopefully everything's working well. So this morning I've got a link to drop for you for outdoor safe stems. That is the plan today. And if you like outdoor stems and bushes and you want to be able to decorate your planters outdoors, whether they are dirt-filled planters or you want to be able to design your own with foam. I thought I got a brick of foam over here today. Maybe I forgot. We are going to be able to share ideas for both ways of decorating, both ways. I know everybody's got different kinds of plans at your house. So, hi everybody, thanks for hanging out. So if this is a new idea for you, well, this is going to be fun because if you've not watched me design porch pots before, I'm going to not create them for sale. I'm going to create them for ideas, like share all the tips and tricks. Everything behind me here is outdoor safe, and we just recently, with Jane's help, she has expertly set up a full display of outdoor safe planters, stems and bushes. And then just yesterday, Kelsey in the warehouse made these amazing things I wanted to show you. I think they're all priced out the same price, $169. So they're liner pots with big, full, beautiful mums ready to drop into your planter at home. Yes, $169 is the regular price. They are 15% off today, as is all fall. So keep that in mind because fall is on sale and continues to be on sale at 15% off. Good morning, everybody. Did you grab your coffee today? I went next door and got a latte from our friends at Fender's. I always love how Andrew does the fabulous leaf on the top of my latte. So I'm going to keep that for later and be focusing on the task at hand, which is let's talk about outdoor planters. Good morning. Good morning. These are pretty, aren't they great looking? Good morning, Karen. What we did was had Kelsey blend 3 plants into a pot ready to go in a 6x6 liner. So your 6x6 plastic planter here does not have holes in it. If you need to put weight in it, you can go ahead and add sand or pea-sized gravel. Something like that will help you get the weight if you need weight, unless this can just drop in to an existing planter at your house deep enough that it won't blow out. So we've got 3 colors. This one is the Orange Dream Mum Planter Insert. And they're all the same fullness. They're just different color combos and in one different container. So Orange Dream, regularly $169, so that's going to be like $24 off today. I think it makes them $143 actually. I think I checked yesterday. This is a combo one, and this is the Fabulous Fall Mum Planter Insert. So Orange Dream with the combination of the little tiny white buds and the dark orange ones. This one has two tones. So you've got the orange mum and the orange bud mum. It kind of looks like those mixed planters that you pick up real at the flower shops. This one, same price, on sale for $143. Same liner pot, ready to go, lining and dropping into your planters at home. If you have a dirt-filled planter, maybe you just need to scoop out a little bit of dirt and be able to drop these into a hole that you make big enough in your dirt for this to rest in. That would be extra secure. Or you can put sand and gravel in these if you want to, since there are no holes on the bottom. So those are the two brand new styles ready to go, dropping into your liner pots. They're in the warehouse, and there's a couple here at the store. And then number 3 is if you don't want to use a liner. This is a mixed one in a snazzy little galvanized planter here. So this planter is going to be called the Fall in the Country Mum Pot. So Fall in the Country, it was $180, so it's going to be $27 off today. And that is our 15% off sale continuing, even on brand new additions to the online store. So thanks, everybody. Good morning, Don, Rosalie, Debbie, Pat's joining me. Hi, Vicki. Everybody that's jumping on, welcome, welcome. I am going to not drop links for everything that there is, but I will tell you, let me do a porch pot link, outdoor safe, and add porch pot here. That way you'll be able to find the porch pots. Let's see, outdoor safe, porch pot, there we go. These should have come up under porch pot new arrivals. Let me make sure they're in there. New to old. Okay, so I'm just making a filter for you and trying to get these to pop up at the top of the link. We'll probably change, there we go, floral designs. I have to change the parameters, make sure I get you the right things here. Porch pot. There we go. There they are. So the new ones are there at the top, and I'll add that link too. If you don't find them, just message the store. I'm going to probably not do all the links today because it slowed me down a lot yesterday. But if you have a couple links here, you can always go back and try those, or just search in the search field at the top of the bar, type in Fall in the Country, and you'll find this one, for instance. So that one's probably around $160. You might want some weight in this one. It's looking pretty good with the weight of the metal, but you know, if you need to add weight, it is an easy thing to do. You can even rob your landscaping and grab some outdoor, landscaping rocks. What am I trying to say? River rock. You can drop some river rock in there too. Good morning, everybody. Okay, I'm going to get started here. I'm going to see if I can continue to watch your comments while sharing fun ideas for you. We had a request yesterday. You know what? Somebody emailed me and then I forgot to watch who it was. So hello, I'm sure you're watching today with your question about what to do with these designs. So we asked everyone yesterday during the live if you have any comments or something you'd like me to share today. That would be tips and tricks using a specific plant, or had a question and somebody just asked if I could design with these. So if you hadn't noticed, if you're an avid watcher of our website, you'll notice you can always check new arrivals, and you can sort any category and use a filter to see what the newest thing is added in a category. That's a website feature, by the way. And if you check that, you might have noticed the last couple weeks we just finally got more outdoor safe greens in, and it's been a long time coming. They didn't show up very quickly, but there are 3 key ones that just were added to the existing planters that we had. And those are going to be these items right here. Let's see if I can check prices while we go. Here at the store, it's easier to see the prices because we have it all tagged. So $26.50 on this item right here. And this one is the one that is more red. So by comparison, I want to hold these up so that you guys get a good look at this. $26.50 for this one. And then the smaller item is $11.50 with a little bit more green. It's about half the size, so that makes sense. About half the money. Both of these outdoor safe, very similar in size. This one's going to be called, I think they're both maple leaves. This one says maple bush. This one probably says the same thing. Maple leaf bush. I know Kate changed titles sometimes in the online store, but with the link that I dropped of stems and bushes for outdoor safe, you're going to find these in the very first link I dropped. And you're also going to be able to now see them in my hands side by side so you visually can compare 1150 versus 2650. This one also comes in a trailing bush that's a little bit longer, and the regular price of this one is $24.50. So it's kind of right in the middle. This one has more stems. This one has some stems with a little trailer. Very similar, comparable pricing. Hopefully that helps you visualize these three main bushes and how big they are, $26.50. Then you get into like a really large thing for $39. Does Jane have this one shaped out? This is a very big leaf. This is called the Japanese maple. It's pointier, it's bright, and you guys, we've sold this one for several years because outdoors here at the store and at my home, these give us several years of use. So they hold up really well. All of these are meant for outdoor purposes. Some of them hold their color longer than others, depends on your environment. We pick the things and label them outdoor safe, even if the companies don't, because from my experience, I can tell by the coating on the leaves, the quality of the fabric, how well I think they're going to do, and I'll put them into that category if I'm confident. The darker the reds, the more likely reds fade. Red is just a problematic color, but these have all done great, and I've purchased these every year for a few years, as well as the Japanese maple. So hopefully that explains a little bit about the fall toned green ring that we brought in. I'll show a few more as we go along. But anyway, our friend who was asking what to do with these, I would say to use them in either a big planter together to make it nice and full, because it would literally fill your whole planter to use one of each, especially if your planter is seen in the round. A little bit of notes about foam before I stab this one. Here is my demo pot that I very sloppily glued together last night. Wow, there's big old chunks of glue on it. Disregard the glue mess. We use pan glue, which pan glue tends to have a property of holding up better than a glue gun glue. So there's that. Pan glue is easy to buy online. This is 2 blocks of our premium floral foam. It's $5.50 a block. And then underneath there is white. So we have filled our $14 bucket that we do sell if you need one, 10 by 10, with a chunk of free packing foam at the bottom, just enough to build up so that I could lay these 2 bricks side by side. They're glued to each other. Then the corners are whacked off and they're popped in here. So depending on your planter, this is a build-up technique that allows you to have the fine, dense foam at the top that holds really well, and the free foam at the bottom to build up the levels so that you don't have any expense underneath. So there's a tip for you. If you want to use this foam on top of dirt, I've not found a very successful way to get the foam to stay in dirt. Like you drop it into a dirt hole and it will pull itself out. So you almost have to like drop it into a dirt hole, put some plants in it, and then put rock over top of the foam to keep it from lifting. So that's another thought for you too. But we do sell that foam. Just type the word foam into the website. You'll find it, $5.50 a block. And then if you are using your dirt in your planter, most of these stems are going to just drop easily into the dirt. I wouldn't know why not, unless some of them have really short stems and you might need to extend something. You also will want to know about your dirt. Like right now, we haven't had any freeze where we live. Maybe in Colorado, Karen said it was about to freeze soon. The first frost always just decimates your soft plants and turns them into mush. So instead of pulling them out by the roots, if you're going to do this, then make sure that you just cut them off. Leave all the roots in the dirt, because your root-bound dirt is much more dense and will hold your stems better than if you lift all the roots out and you mess up the dirt and make it lofty and soft. You put your stems in, nothing's going to grab. So just cut them off. Leave all the roots. You can pull the roots out in the spring, but just cut them off. So there's my tip. Very, very important tip. And then also in shaping. So notice when I'm talking, I'm bending these little tips. I'm giving them some angles, some crimps and some bends, just like this. Because if you don't, it's stick straight. Does anything in nature grow stick straight? No, not really. So giving them a little bit of woofity woof, I don't know, what do you call that? Bends and crimps will make it look more natural, and then it will soften up the look of the bush and make it look fuller. So most of the time, our designs here that we create and sell, and at the end of the live here, I'm going to go through a whole pile of outdoor planters that are ready to go. We are going to have them designed lightweight in pots. You're going to have to add any of the weight that you need to your liner bucket once you get it at home. So we're not shipping gravel. We don't want to do that. But this might help to show how full it is. Ours are one-sided. You could always buy an extra bush and pop it in the back of any of our designs to make them look fuller if you are seeing these in a round. Like maybe you're putting them on your front porch right on the steps, and then you're going to see them coming in and out of the house both. So this 2-plant combo fills a pot. This is a 10-inch diameter pot, and that is a great base. It's now ready to go for designing. So if you're doing showy tall planters, you have lots of long, tall stem choices here at Magnolias. This one is in the other room. Oh no, here it is. I have signs on all my buckets if I can find my buckets. This is a 1650 stem. It is one that we carry every year because it's a great value. It's super showy. It holds up well outside. And then the other nice tall one that just showed up, and I showed you this a couple of days ago, equal height, is this. So this is called the mini maple leaf. It's in an orange-red color. And this new one, I think, is the Vermont maple. And it is a gorgeous, tall, spotty kind of plant. Hopefully that sounds good. Look at the size. They're pretty much equal in height. This one's maybe about 4 or 5 inches taller over here. And when you fill them out, they're both the same price. They're both $16.50, and they both work fine outdoors. So those are good tall plant options, tall stem options for you. I would probably cut this off a little bit for the size of this bucket, but I'm just going to sort of drop things together. I am not creating a design, so I'm leaving all the tags on, and that way you can see the, well, I'm just going to stick them in the foam and then disassemble them afterwards. So if there's something you like about the combo, when I get done with the live, these will be assembled, so my staff could help you select these stems if you need to. But we're going to not turn them into arrangements. I'm just going to pull them apart here at the store. Many, many sunflower choices also. And wow, Joanne says she has to use fake ones because the deer will eat them. They eat your landscaping. Oh my gosh, that's frustrating. I think the worst thing over at our house is just bunnies, and they don't care about mums. So this is one of our sunflower choices. This one is $10.50 in the online store. It's a bright lemony yellow. If you're commenting about color on your phone, sometimes Facebook distorts yellow and golden tones and might make it look funny, but I'll just tell you this is a true bright lemon yellow. That sunflower is $10.50. We do have another sunflower that's remarkably similar. Oh my God, it's like the same thing. Does this come up $6.99 here? Okay, I know what the difference is. You can barely tell. The 1051 from one vendor is all gold, and this is a true lemony yellow, so this is an example of distorting color. This one has spikier petals and it has orange in the middle. So the value of the day is the $6.99 because they're both 15% off, but this one starts out at $6.99 and this one is $10.50. So yep, the price is correct, just depends where I bought it from and how many I bought, which does create a difference that we often just have to overlook. And then we do have some golden tone ones, like this guy with a taller stem. He's $8.50 and a little bit more gold. You can easily see that in the camera. A little bit more golden. So those are the regular prices. Everything will show up at a discount of 15% off today. And then in relation to the bushes of sunflowers, the yellow sunflower bush is an orangey golden yellow. So we don't have a straight on lemon yellow sunflower bush remaining In inventory, we have this color here, or you can buy the single stems if you want more yellow. So that should help you out also to see what the comparisons are and the fullness of these bushes. This one comes in white and gold, and it is regular priced $34.50 for multiple stems here and little buds as well. And it comes in white. We'll show the white one later as well. You guys are all having a busy weekend, it looks like. Thanks everybody for joining. If you don't know me, my name's Amy. I'm here at the store today on my own as we have a lot of people on vacation, including Kate, and we have people on break today, so I'm just going to hang out with you by myself. We're going to add a few more stems just for fun. We have this mini pom-pom mum that comes in two different styles. This small one here for $8.50 and the big one for $9.50 a stem. Those are in the second link that I dropped. No, the first link was stems and bushes. The second link is porch pots. So 2 links today. They're already in the comments at the very beginning. You can go back and click those later, or you can just search for stems. Like here, you can search for mum, and you'll get all the mum choices, including the bushes that we carry. So let's add some mums to the top of this. And then a Chinese lantern is in the online store. We carry these every year. Another shape to make your look more interesting. Sometimes you just need variety. So Chinese lantern is a good one for the top of the pot because it does have nice height to it. Incidentally, another fun tip for you, if you have high winds in your outdoor planter display area, you can always get a stick from the yard, a dowel, half of a yardstick, whatever you've got laying around. Put some kind of a stick in the back, and then any of these tall stems that you're worried that they're going to be blowing over, just wire them or tie them to some kind of support. If you disguise it with enough other stuff in there, no one's going to notice that you've tied those up. Potentially, I think I need another sunflower. It looks like we need a triad here of sunflowers. And then we're looking for some contrast in color. Like I said, I'm not going to cut these off or anything, so I'm just going to sort of semi-arrange them in my demo pot to give you an idea. Oh, it looks better with 3 already, doesn't it? Semi-arranging them, just laying them out. Mini mums for balance, left and right. You can make this as haphazard or as stylized as you want. I think the bottom line is you just need to go with what looks good to your eye. If you like it and other people want to be critical of it, well, it's your house, right? It's your yard, it's your pot. You can make the decisions. I think that you should trust your instincts. There you go. That's a good looking combination. I'd probably also throw in these little black-eyed Susans. Love these. You guys, these are about gone. And when things are selling out for fall this year, that's the end of it. We are now done receiving fall. We might have like 2 more stems expected in boxes that we have received, maybe 2 to 10 depending. Everything else is going to be too late and it got canceled, but everything that's there to be unpacked should be the rest of our fall. End of story. So that little black-eyed Susan, he's a nice addition, and he's a little airier. If you like more of a wildflower look, the black-eyed Susan does a good job making things look more weedy and wildflowery. And they're limited. I think that the price on those maybe was $8.50 a stem, regular price. Okay, I'm talking as loud as I can, Cheryl. I do have the microphones working. I don't know if anybody else is having problems hearing, but I'm set up as best I can. So maybe it's just the microphones today. You could also add stems of branches to this. Now here at the store and warehouse, we're always limited to selling branches that can ship. I would love to sell birch branches. A, they're expensive here in Nebraska, and B, they're going to come with the tips broken. So I don't sell birch branches. I also don't sell cattails. If you have access to nice branches in your yard or your neighbor's yard, I don't know, where are branches falling? Go get some real branches and put them in the top of your planter. They would look great. Birch poles, we might have some coming in for the winter season, but I haven't got any birch poles for fall right now. I think we're about out as far as I remember. Maybe we have birch. Here at the store, we're out, unless the warehouse has some. So you could use yard sticks, sticks from your yard. You could use cattails if you have any you can buy at the hobby shop, or sometimes you can get them from the ditch, spray them with hairspray, and so forth. Nope, we're out of birch poles. I thought we were. That is going to add some free material to make your planter look really large. So there's a thought. Otherwise, we carry this really nice black-brown branch that is probably just going to come up under branch, I think, or stem. It should be in the porch pot thing anyway. And when I'm done, I'll make sure all the stems I showed you today are properly categorized as outdoor safe stems. Another thing you can think about too is whether or not you want bows to add color. I didn't grab any bows today to show you, but rest assured in the online store, there's a bunch. Kelsey even made a couple new ones yesterday. So there's lots of bows. They're going to be on sale also. That could go and be tucked down low if you want to add color or you want to coordinate your planter with your wreath. You could use the same ribbon on both. We do sell the ribbon by the yard, 10-yard bolts, so you don't have to buy a lot. That'll make you 2 bows easily, one for your wreath, one for your planter, or mix a couple and it'll go even farther. So a little bit of a tip there as well about bows. I am going to just tell you the titles of these stems as I use them. Let's do another one and see what else we can come up with for inspo on colors and so forth. There we go. Good morning, everybody. I'm so glad you're joining me. I hope your Saturday is going well. You've got a lot of options this weekend, maybe where you live. If you're nearby and you can come visit us, please do. I love it when we have visitors, especially out-of-town visitors. We had some fun people yesterday. It is fun to see who travels to little old Nebraska, but hey, our downtown's really special, and I guarantee you'll have a good time. This is a new plant also for filling up your porch pots. This is a potato vine, and as you can see, it's not your average lime green potato vine. This one is beautifully done in an olivey color with some variation, like 3 different tones to the leaves. I'm shaping it for you because it's pretty important to shape these things to get a realistic look. So if the planters at your house are going to be all faux materials this year and you're going to invest in some great bushes like this, right now we have 15% off everything fall. And you can shape these up and make these look extra full. So here I am taking the trailer and I'm giving it some bends. See the difference between that one and that one? It looks more realistic when you curve it up. Straight and curvy, especially when they're planted. A potato vine is going to drape down, and then when it hits the table, it's going to kick up, or it hits the ground, it'll kick up. You can also, if these are too long, you can cut the too long trailers off and insert them in the back or raise them up your design. If they are not working to hang down, there's no reason why you can't take them and rearrange them to climb up a stick in the back for fullness. So more than one way to use these bushes. This potato vine bush, do I have the bucket? It's $32.50 regular price. So sale price on all, 15% off. Good morning, good morning. Thanks for joining today. Let's do this one in a blue combo. So I'm putting the potato vine in. It's kind of in the middle of this 10 by 10 planter bucket. And incidentally, if you like this bucket, we do sell them in the online store. They're $14.50. It is the same function as this pot, which we've got the mums planted in. This comes in with handles, and it's nice and large for $32.50. This is the Georgia galvanized planter. Here's the difference. I believe this one is 10 inches. Yeah, that's a 10-inch round, and this is a 10-inch square. Looks bigger, and they're both 10 inches tall. So 2 10 by 10 planters, $14.50 for the bucket, $32.50 for this heavier, thicker weight galvanized metal, and then slightly smaller. This one might come in a couple of sizes. This is the Gale, the Georgia and the Gale, G-A-I-L. This is probably a 6. Let me see. Oh, it's 8. This is an 8 by 8 planter. So all of these work great. We might say this is a step sitter because it's small enough that it will sit on your stair step if you want to. So anything that we feel is in that category of size, we call it a step sitter at our store, just if you were wondering. So that's a little bit about planters that we stock. Don't do too many pottery things because pottery is so heavy. Plus, getting that here and storing that is crazy. Takes up crazy space. Here's the white $32 sunflower bush. So that is the same as the gold one again. Here they are. $32, goldy orange, and this is pretty much a white ivory color. It works great to use the white sunflowers with blue. So if that's the color combo that you need, is white and blue, I would suggest getting the sunflower bush. We also have a sunflower stem in white. Here it is. Probably kind of limited. I know the stems go really fast. One thing about it is this is the end of our fall buying, so if you see things today, I'd say grab them. You've got one chance here. We've got one chance to sell you all the fall we have in stock, and when it sells out this year, we're just moving on. It's that kind of year, guys. Another fun thing to add in with blues, I like blue with goldy tones, so we're going to use this butterscotch, or what color? Oh, they're calling it amber. This is a maple leaf spray in amber. It also comes in chocolate. So I use both of these colors with browns and blues. This is nice and full for extra height. Let me just put the amber one back there. And then for blue, we're running low on blue ranunculus. I'll show you that in a finished planter. But we do have this blue seed bush. This one does really well too. Blue seed bush here. It's good for height. I do love using that up at the back of the planter, and then you can put more blue into the design also with ribbon at the bottom if you want to. We've often done that to get the blue color going. There's blueberries that are short. Oh, they're not over here. Okay, well, trust me, there's a couple other blueberries in the online store, and that is a good start right there. What else can I add to this? A new one that came in that's good filler for down low is this eucalyptus bush. It's all plastic. It has a nice kind of a amber color as well. Let's put two of those in. These are $15.50. And the seed bush, I want to say it's $16.50, somewhere in there. So that is what my price guess is, but sometimes I'm wrong. These are going to be great filler and color around the sides and then the front. I would probably also use some extra brown leaves up in here. There's a few others in the online store that I'm not seeing in front of me. I'm going to use a little filler to make it look weedy. This is called a sedum spray. It's a beigey taupe color. That is good filler. This is a little bit shorter than the other ones. They're not as full. So you've got a start here that's going to need a little bit more blue in the front. I'd vote for blue in ribbon. And there's a couple good ribbon bolts, and there's a couple different styles of bows that have blue in the ribbon. I'm designing this spacing so I don't know how we're doing here. Yeah, it definitely needs something in the front with a blue look. So not to leave you hanging, I'm not going to go wandering for more blue, but it's not around me right here. So we'll just move on knowing we've kind of got some options here for you. Let's see, what can we use in the outdoor planter with gold mums? Well, you're a lucky one if you got the gold mums because we have sold out of gold in our mum bushes. The two colors we have remaining are these two colors. This planter is for sale, by the way, if you want to see. So our colors remaining are the orange tone and this one. I don't know what the titles are exactly, but here's the two different colors. One's called orange and one's called orange something. You think I would know by now. These are regular priced $42.50. So they come up today. Oh gosh, I can't remember what that exactly becomes. It might be like 37. So that is the size of the bush. You can shape them opened up as much as you want to make them look a little bit bigger. But generally, leaving them compact is what's going to look the most realistic. We did make, if you joined late, you might have missed it, but we did make these mixed planters for you. I have one in all orange And we have one that's a combo of these two in a black liner pot, and this box is for sale. So doesn't that look awesome if you want to set that on your front porch? This box here at the store should also be in the online store. It's the wood planter boxes in two sizes. This one's $82.50, and then there's a smaller one perhaps still in stock. This is the large. I might just say put a little something at the bottom to lift it up slightly. So that planter box, which could be used for all seasons, you could put it outdoors. I just wouldn't let water sit in it because it doesn't have holes. You would probably ruin the wood if water sat in it, but in a protected spot, that looks awesome. And then this planter, these are brand new, $169. They're on sale for $143. I showed them first, but I'll tell you again. This one's called the Orange Dream, and the other one, that is the combo here, the combo was called the Fabulous Fall Mum Planter. So those are pre-made, ready to go, or you can grab the bushes. They were regular priced $42. Let's get back to designing. How are we doing on time? Oh, we're good. We're cranking right along, everybody. Cranking right along. So lots of fun inspo for you today. I'm just using my planters that are pre-made. These are not exciting planters. These are my demo planters, so ignore the base. Here we're going to use our orange gold maple leaf plant. This is the plant that was regular priced $26.50. And it is this much fullness, just trying to show you how full they are as a base. Usually you want to get your main plants really low on the surface because the more they are close to the surface, the more full your planter will look at the bottom. So that might help. Oh yeah, Karen got the cream mums. You guys, the cream sold out and the gold is sold out. So if you want to grab mums, we have the two colors remaining. We also have these other choices. So if you want to mix color in with your mums, this is a ranunculus bush in burgundy, and this is a different type of spider mum. So both of these, same color, are available. They are $28.50 for this piece. And the spider guy was, looks like he's $16.50. Let's put both of them in. I like these burgundy colors with this leaf. I think it works really well. Good. So somebody got cream mums. Very nice. So if Susan says the mums are doing well in Florida, yay. I'm glad to hear that, Susan. I have not asked people in Florida lately, so I appreciate you weighing in on that. It's the toughest, one of the toughest markets is Florida and Arizona for our products. So I always love hearing how things do or do not do well for you because, you know, if you tell me they're not good, I won't buy them again. This is a marigold. It's the only marigold we have. I do love how it pulls burgundy and orange and yellow together. They're all about the same size. So if you use these three plants together, you'll get a pretty rounded design. And if you want to add height, you have to deliberately choose other things to help make that spiky. How am I doing? Generally, you want to leave your bushes intact and not cut them apart because if it was a real plant and you were mimicking the look of a real design, real planter, you would not see them growing scattered and blended like a centerpiece. You would see them growing in clumps. So my method generally is clumping things together for realism. Trying to balance the color here of burgundy left to right. That works. And then we did have, well, I'll just put one in the back too to make it extra full. We do have this UV protected orange berry that came in. There's some bittersweet in the online store that works, and then there's this that is considered a berry, but it's like a big chunky bittersweet kind of color. That one is considered a UV protect. It's a pretty good tall stem, and you'll get nice height out of using those. I'd probably stagger, if you use twos, like you don't have to use three as a rule of thumb. I'm not really stuck on threes. It's a theory, but not hard and fast rule. Because if you use twos, you can stagger a tall and a short one together, and that looks fine, especially when they have multiple branches like this. So if I put one up high, get in there, and then I'm not cutting anything today, I'm just kind of making a sort of design for you. Then here's how it looks when you stagger the two stems. So using two cannot be a problem. It doesn't have to be a problem, don't worry about it. This stem also, let's stagger two of those to show you how that might work. This one has multiple stems going on. This is getting really tall. And then if I bend the second one, which you would cut at home to make it a little lower, these are big stems. They're $16.50 for the new maple, and that's going to stagger a little bit lower. There you go. So hopefully that gives you an idea of some combinations, and you don't have to be intimidated by what choices to make. I'm trying to just make sure I show you all the goodies. Another fun one, if your planter is going to be draping, like if you have a tall 36 inch planter and you're putting a short little pot in the top and you have the ability to drape, this is an awesome draping bittersweet. It's a combination of plastics. They're $24.50 a stem. It doesn't have wire in it, so you can probably tell it's just kind of floppy. So you can use that to trail. That's a great trailer. And if you're using any of the other bushes like the Japanese maple, this is a good trailing plant also. It looks great with the bittersweet. You can see it trailing down there. What am I missing for color combos for $24.50? Also with the burgundy, wouldn't it be great to put this flame orange sunflower bush in there? That one, again, regular price $24.50, has 5 heads, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 heads on it. They're nice and large. So I like the color with burgundy and rust together. And I feel like whenever you use burgundy and rust, throw in that marigold because the color is blended in that one piece and it brings it all together for you. So that's a great visual. Anything else behind me that I haven't shown you? Let's see. In the burgundy family, let me grab a couple of things. And again, I'll make sure all of these pop up in the online store as outdoor safe, because I think we added some things and did not exactly label them. So these can go outside. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. Here are some good burgundy choices. Burgundy Salal. This is a mauve ranunculus. This is a burgundy Japanese maple leaf. It's much smaller than the other Japanese maple leaves, but it's a beautiful burgundy combo. We have this mum in mauve. And then the Queen Anne's lace. I use this in the spring, guys. This might even come up on sale. I'm not sure. It could be every day. But this Queen Anne's lace bundle, which has a variety of color, is doing fine outside since in my summer area on the east side of my house. So here's a little collection of burgundy-based items for your designing. I'm just looking around to see what else I've got that I might be forgetting. We showed you those. For everyday pricing, you'll find in the online store, this is called Pepperonia. Had to think. It works well with burgundies and plums. It's an everyday greenery, but it happens to be dark greens and purples. So I'd vote for that one with burgundy also. This is hopefully really helping to visualize. And then the coleus, which has been used all year, is doing great outside. I have these in my front planter at my house together. Definitely purple toned, purpley plum. Looks great with this. Looks great with burgundies, but you do need contrast. So maybe just even throw in a white sunflower in this combo would be sharp. You can do purples with rust. Is this helping to get some visuals for you today? It is definitely a lot of choices, and sometimes the way our online store works, you cannot compare things side by side. So hopefully this little overview of outdoor safe stems is giving you the right inspo and clears up any questions about what color it is. This is also going to come up as a regular price item. It's the Wandering Jew Bush, and it has several trailers, so it's a good trailing piece in purple. Looks great. There's one, two long ones that have trailing parts there. Here's how that looks together. Getting a visual. Who's getting excited about purples, plums, and mauves? A lot of people are. It's been a strong color palette lately. Ooh, this looks like a porch pot coming together that we should make here at the store. And then if you want to throw in the orange, when you have a trailer like this, it's definitely going to be a standout complement for orange up against purple. As you know, if you're an artist or went to art school, colors off across from each other on the color wheel are complementary. So orange and purple are complementary. Look at that. So cool. This is exciting. It makes me want to go over and design something today. All the different color choices. Hey, before I finish, what I want to show you next is the pre-made designs that are ready to show in the online store. They're ready to buy. So if you're not one to DIY it and you're saying, Amy, just show me what I can buy. I don't want to make it myself. So I lined up this whole area over here, and I'll show you some of these little goodies. Look at my sea of porch planters ready to go. So this little guy here is one of the smallest ones. If I'm showing one that doesn't pop up in the online store, it's here. You can add it to an order by calling or messaging the store, or you can just place your online order and say, from the store, please send me the Autumn Glory Step Sitter. So this is a 24-inch Autumn Glory Step Sitter. And if you want to find any of these items by name, just type in the names I'm giving you on the tags. You'll find them easily in the online store. This is regular price $120. Again, it's the Autumn Glory Step Sitter. Here is the blue one that just got added to the online store, ready to go. If you don't want to make your own blue, these ranunculus are in the online store, very limited availability, but they're there. This blueberry as well. And this planter ready to go in its plastic pot is called, here it is. This one's the Burst of Blue Porch Pot. The Burst of Blue Porch Pot. So hopefully that gives you a little head start if you're not wanting to put these together yourself. It's kind of like what I was laying out, but there's more in there. Now these were a great idea. This one comes to you with removable birch poles. I think once we started doing these, that's when our birch poles were all used up. So this one will come with birch poles. They will remove them and lay them in the box, and then you put them back in the holes that are in the foam. This one's called Autumn in Nebraska Porch Pot. It was $325. It's huge. This is the biggest one I'm showing you today. Autumn in Nebraska. Extra full. This planter is, I think these planters are like 14 inches by 14, so this is much larger. If you add your weight to this one, it'll be fine. $325 means it's on sale for like $45 off, so it should be like $280 maybe, somewhere in there. Autumn in Nebraska. Love that one. Here's another blue choice for you. Pretty, pretty. Okay, the blue magnolia. It does fine outside, as well as the cream hydrangea and chocolate brown. This is called Blue for You Porch Pot for $210. So that one's going to be $30 off, making it about $180. Pretty good sized. All the dimensions will show up in this when you check them out online too. This bush, incidentally, is pretty with the white. Do you like those two together? This bush comes with maybe 5 blooms, and it's, if you search hydrangea, you'll find this taupey brown cream combo in a bush of just cream hydrangeas with the taupe. And you'll also find the blue magnolias in the online store. Last I saw, we still had some. I'm not sure though. Haven't looked lately. This guy is limited. I'm not sure if it's in the online store or just here. It comes like so. It's a step sitter. That has a blueberry woven through it and your gold mum. So here's your chance to get a gold mum, even though the individual mums are gone in the online store. This one's called the Goldenrod Step Sitter. It was $114. Goldenrod Step Sitter. It's a little guy, so his pot's 6 by 6 inches, and then it's featuring these outdoor pumpkin copper planter picks. This is the natural copper pumpkin stake. They're $27.50. There's an open pumpkin with cuts in it and a solid pumpkin, but you can see the patina, and as you use them outdoors, they'll weather and change beautifully. They do come with a stake that's removable, so the top sits on this copper stem, And those are all handmade by our friends in Michigan out of copper. So that's a pretty combo when it's added to this planter. I do like that look. So that's a small step sitter in a short pot. Then we have, whoops, a cream mum that you can grab 2 different sizes. These are here, or again, if they're not showing up in the online store, don't worry, you can call the store today till 4:30, or you can send a message so that over the weekend, first messages will get the things added to their order. That way we see that come up Tuesday morning if you're watching this in replay, and get that added on Tuesday. The Delicate Fall Step Sitter, 8050. Delicate Fall Step Sitter, cream mum, and it's outdoor safe in this metal planter. Or this planter, which is the When October Comes Step Sitter, 9450. This is much bigger at 27 inches. You can see the containers. We do sell these containers, a 6-inch, and this one's like a 7-inch. It looks like terracotta, but it's resin or some kind of a plastic, a really thick, funky plastic, good price point pot. That is in the online store as an available planter if you want to use it as a liner. Okay, this is probably the last one. You might have to get this one from the store. This bucket is so fun. And this plant is called the Farm Fresh Autumn Porch Pot for $187. Farm Fresh Autumn Porch Pot, all outdoor safe items, even that berry, which by the way, this kind of mango colored golden tone berry is a weather resistant berry. He's in the online store also. Cool planter. We did have that planter still available by itself. I'm not sure if you type the word planter if you'll find that one or not. This has that new golden sunflower bush in it. This is the You Color My World Porch Pot. Pretty sure I showed this one yesterday, $165.50. And we ran out yesterday, but Kelsey made more. So this is now refreshed and re-added. It's called You Color My World. Love that. I better make sure that those got put in the online store because I know she made them. So we should have those for you. And then lastly, back here, this little guy. Okay, the wheat is only here at the store. This wheat is nearly gone. So if you want some of that plastic wheat, call us or ask for that here. The Autumn Evening Porch Pot, 33 inches tall for $139. This is a heavy burgundy color group. So if you wanted burgundy, I love the pampas grass in this one. That is in the online store. This piece, again, ready to go, and it was called the Autumn Evening Porch Pot. So for our tour today, you learned a little bit about all the plants and separate stems that we carry for your at-home porch pot designing. You have some of the tips and tricks from the pro. That would be me. I'm the pro. About how to make those in your dirt planter at home, or how to use our design foam to put those together in liner pots. Heck, you can even get liner pots from Lowe's or Home Depot, those plain black ones, and get your foam in there and put those in your planter pots. If you want to DIY it, those work beautifully. We also have our mums on sale. Mums are a huge hit every year. It's the top selling plant that we carry, and our mixed mum 3-piece planters are brand new. Those just got put online yesterday, so you're going to enjoy how showy they are. And then since it's a holiday weekend and you all have things going on, and I'm going to have nothing going on, which is how I like it, I'm going to make sure on Monday I stay home and enjoy my day. I hope you have a fun one too, but I won't be doing a live on Monday. So everybody should probably assume that, just in case I'm saying it out loud. There will be no live on Monday, but I'll be back Tuesday at noon with more new items. Oh goodness, who's at the front counter? Can I get the picture, the sale picture? The item of the week. You guys, we need to show you that. It is the woven wicker. Can you grab me the woven wicker picture from the front counter? The woven wicker picture special buy. Linda's going to go get it. The special buy I forgot to show you yesterday. So we had the little blue votives that were special buy, and they were sold out down to the last little shorties. So that item is $9. And I still have the blue glass candle vase, but we added this woven wicker pitcher. And I almost forgot to tell you today. So $27.60 I think is the sale price. It's 20% off. And we're going to sell this one till it's gone. It's whitewash. It's about 10 inches tall. It's one of my favorite drop-in planters or drop-in vase style pieces for every season. It especially looks awesome with Christmas greens. Just love it with Christmas greens. So don't forget, this will be on special while they last or until Monday night. So that is the last item I wanted to tell you about. Thanks, you guys, for hanging out with me today. So fun to have so many joining, and I look forward to seeing you all Tuesday and hearing how your weekend went. I'll tell you about mine on Tuesday at noon. So have an amazing one. We'll see you, everybody. Bye bye.